competition. Completely different genre of sauna ritual and sauna competition. So we were very lucky enough to be invited over to Prague, to the Czech Republic last year, to observe the final last year. So what is Herbal Cup? So Herbal Cup is it's an international, let's invite somebody else. It's an international competition that was formed around 10 years ago by a lovely Czech guy called Pavel. And what he wanted to do was create an event that really opened up the opportunity for sauna masters that were focusing really on ritual, on herbs, on smells, to really bring and showcase their skills, their knowledge in an event globally. So I think there are 19 countries that take part in Herbal Cup every year. The final takes place in Prague in the Czech Republic at the end of November every year. So on the run up to that, every country has a national event. For us, our first event will be in October. It's going to be the 12th and 13th of October, and that's going to be at Hoar Cross Hall, which for those of you that have never been is a beautiful venue in Staffordshire. It's near Burton-upon-Trent. Really nice venue there with a gorgeous sauna, nice glass-fronted sauna, and it's also got the steam facilities as well. So for this event, really the emphasis is on natural ingredients, it's on aromatherapy, it's on herbs, and it's on general well-being. So it really takes the event to encompass all those natural products that we can use and all those skills that sauna masters are using every day in their rituals. So the competition has 3 categories. They have what we call a relaxed herbal ritual, where this is the sauna part of the event. So each sauna master needs to create a theme or a story or a journey that they would like to take their guests on. And that's done in 3 different ways. Like I say, it's done in the herbal ritual, which is the sauna ritual. So this is a 12 to 15 minute sauna ritual, using your hero ingredients, your herbs, your infusions, teas, smokes, to create a lovely ritual to take your guests on a journey of your choice. So it could be, it really could be anything, but the hero ingredients and the hero thought behind this needs to be herbs, something that grows, plants, nature, all this amazing abundance that Mother Nature gives us, and taking that to create that ritual, with some lovely undertones of well-being for your guests. It's very different to Aufguss in that it's not around towel waving. This is really around the ritual and the experience that you can bring to your guests. So one of the questions that I'm asked quite a lot is, do I need to be an Aufguss master for this? And the answer to that is no. As long as you have education and experience as a sauna master, then it's open to everybody. If you've got Pertis, Banya, any sort of experience, because the distribution and use of air and heat and lolu in the sauna isn't just around towels. You can use whisks, you can use fans. So it really does open up a world of possibilities of what you can be doing within that space. The second part of the competition is what we call the peeling competition. And this part of the competition is done in the steam room. So this is again taking those hero products, that theme, that journey that you want your guests to go on, and creating a steam ritual. And within that steam ritual, this is when you really have so much fun creating your own products, because for this you will create 3 products for the guests to use, and you'll create these from scratch for yourself, and in a way that really complements your theme, and has a great well-being effect for your guests as well. So this can be anything from a body scrub, face mask, hair mask, a wash, a foot scrub. It could be literally anything that you guys want to create yourself. Again, using those amazing natural products, those aromatherapy oils, the infusions, however you want to create that, you can do that. Again, it's done in around 15 minutes, but it's done in the steam room. So you have the sauna, which is one part of it, the steam or the peeling, which is part of the other. And then you have what we call a creative presentation. And this is essentially just like a tabletop display of your inspiration, and a way to display your ingredients, your thoughts, to really bring to life the sort of journey that you've been on to bring those products and that experience for your guests. So on the presentation, there are some lovely photos of this, but really the world is your oyster. And I think we're very lucky in the UK that we do have such great abundance when it comes to knowledge in foraging, in herbs, and in ritual. So this is great for you to be able to use that to implement your theme, get your inspiration, and your presentation is a great way to tell that story behind your ritual, and why you've chosen them ingredients, what you've chosen them for, why you've chosen them, and the benefits that they'll bring to that ritual as well. So that is a great place for you to really let your creative juices flow as well, because you have a tabletop space to do that. So that can be displayed in any way that you'd like to do that. As I say, unfortunately, this is where not having the PowerPoint is a bit of a challenge, because I have some lovely photos to show for you for this. So for the event, we are going to do this over 2 days. And you will perform either the steam or sauna ritual on one day, and then the steam or sauna on the other day as well, so that it's spread out over the 2 days to give you time to prepare, but also time to enjoy the other rituals and the other experiences that the sauna masters are going to bring. I'm hoping that it's going to be a great opportunity to network, to share skills, and to really build this community of amazing sauna masters that we've got within the UK. But it is a competition, and for that there is a criteria. So we have invited an international jury to come and support the event, but also help to pick the 2 sauna masters that will go on to represent the UK in the international event, which will take place in Prague at the end of November this year. So again, I can share the link with you on the full criteria. The jury that we have are Pavel and Radka from the Czech Republic, and they're the founders of Herbal Cup, which is really nice to have their support. And it'll be nice for everybody to be able to meet them at the competition as well, and just find out a little bit about their journey and their inspiration for bringing this to sauna masters around the world. We also have Frank, or the herb guy as he's known. Frank's a real specialist in products, so he makes some amazing skincare products from scratch, and is very passionate about steam ritual, very, very knowledgeable. I think some of you guys have joined some of his courses before, which is great. So he will be a mentor, but he'll also be jury. And then we also have the amazing Lei Pang Ong, who, for any of you that's been involved in Aufguss will know, Pang is a complete guru, global mentor, and a bit of a godfather for anybody around the world. So you can see there, this is the jury criteria that we've got. This is where I put the glasses on to see. So you can see in there the different criteria that the jury are looking for, that will help to score the individual sauna masters to get the highest score in the sauna category, the steam category, and then also that the creative presentation as well. So they'll be looking at things like professionalism. How do you work as a sauna master? Are you organised with your tools? Your hygiene? How do you work within the sauna? How do you look after yourself? They'll be looking at the use of and the distribution of heat and steam within the sauna cabin, but also in the steam cabin. They'll also be looking at the quality of product that you're using, the ritual that you create, And also that guest experience as well, which is, for Sauna Masters, this is one of the reasons why we do this, is to take our guests on these amazing immersive experiences where they can really go on journeys and feel that complete immersiveness through smell, through heat, and through product as well. And then creativity and presentation. So it's quite an extensive criteria in there, but I think it's very clear. And it really gives the new and the emergent sauna masters a really good foundation on learning as well, if you start to look at all of these different criteria in here. And there's nothing really in there that you won't be already doing or looking at, or certainly thinking about in your own rituals when you're doing them in your own cabins and saunas. We also have with us an amazing sauna master called Mira Berman. She is the German Herbal Cup champion of 2025. And I think she was the winner of the sauna category at the finals. So she's going to be our mentor for the UK team. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it this evening, but we are going to be doing some more webinars and education as well, where she's going to talk to you a little bit about how she gets her inspiration and what her preparation is like, and that journey towards these events, and how she prepares, how she gets everything collected, how she makes her products and everything, so that you can really get to the event being prepared, super organized and ready to enjoy yourself. So how to prepare? I think the first thing to do is to think about your concept and think about your theme, and really build it from there. Where do you want your guests to go? What journey do you want them to go on? And then think about the products that you can use within that. Obviously, we have, like I said before, a huge natural abundance of products that you can use. It could be a hero product. For example, honey was a really nice one. All the products had something to do with honey. It was very nourishing for the skin. There was honey balms. There was a lip balm within there, and that real hero product was across everything, which links the sauna, the steam, and the creative part of it together. Another great one that I was at in Denmark, I think the winner of that competition last year, their theme was about the sea. So they used a lot of sea moss, and they actually ground up seashells to make a very fine scrub. There was sea water in there as well. So it all linked. That theme really took you on a journey. And then the sauna master used that same theme in the sauna ritual as well, which was lovely. And then the presentation had lots of sort of seaweed and boats and things on there as well. So you can really kind of go to town with linking all of these themes together to make it really attractive, really creative, and just have some fun with it as well. So yeah, so Mira will be along on this journey to help and support us. She will also be at the event to help to prepare the sauna masters, help with any support that you need, any questions, anything like that. So the event itself, like I say, it's going to take place at Hoar Cross Hall in October. It's 2 days, like I said before. We'll do a lovely little opening ceremony, and then you'll have your sauna or steam ritual on the first day, and then the other on the second day, with a lovely closing event and ceremony on the evening of the Tuesday. It's a huge, big learning experience as well. This is the first time that we'll have done this in the UK, which is amazing for all of the sauna masters, because we are literally in the same boat together. So it's fantastic to network, to learn, to share skills, to see what everybody else is doing, and again, be on the bench, experience these rituals as well, because I think there's so much learning just from being at these events. We've seen that a lot with the Aufguss and the Aufguss competitions, that the sauna masters, not only have they built an amazing friendship and community, but that skills level, that level of understanding and knowledge has really developed just by being together, which is fantastic, and something that I'm really passionate about, and something that I really hope will happen with this event as well. It is an international competition, so to be able to reach these standards in this competition will be great for sauna masters on a day-to-day level as well, because I really will stretch your skills and raise that standard as well, so that when we're creating our rituals on a day-to-day basis, they are of a fantastic standard. But I think it's also going to push our limits a little bit more and start to think a little bit bigger and broader and bolder even in what we can be creating within the sauna and the steam rituals that we're creating now as well. It's a completely supportive environment. Like I say, we've got the jury, which not only are they there to work and help to select, because it is a competition, but they are here to help and support. Mira is amazing. She's very, very knowledgeable, super friendly. As I say, we're planning on some training events, and we're also planning some webinars as well on the run up to the event. The opening for this will be June, I think the 13th. Let me just tell you now. Then once that's opened and you've registered as a sauna master for the event, then you will get loads of support. You'll get a program that will be called The Road to Herbal Cup, and then that will give you some hints and tips, some things to think about, when to start to prepare. Oh, there we go. Gabrielle's very kindly sharing the information on here on that run up to the Herbal Cup. Do you want to talk this through, Gabrielle? Is that all right? Because I can't really see this very well on my phone.
Yes, I can.
Sorry, just to put you on the spot there, Gabrielle.
It's fine. I mean, if anything, this is good preparation because something will inevitably go wrong and you just have to style it out. Anything that I've learned from the competitions. So yeah, so April, obviously lots of you have already registered your in-test, which is fantastic. Again, compared to, I think, Aufguss, there's been a huge amount of interest in this, which has been really fantastic to see. So really excited to, yeah, be on this journey with everyone towards the championships. So yes, webinar, obviously lots of you are getting your questions into the chat, so please do keep going. We can open that out to Deborah at the end of this. So June, mostly it's just because this will be when the Sauna Summit is over. Obviously myself and Deborah will be at the Sauna Summit, so do come and talk to us about it if you're there. If not, then yeah, again, please do email us with any questions that you've got. But after June, we will be opening up the registration. The first part of that, you will just have to pay a fee. I think it's £37, and that will just yeah, birth place you in as a competitor. At that point, you don't need to have your theme or anything worked out, and that is something that once you're kind of signed up and yeah, committed yourself, then we can work with you in order to develop that. Over the summer, then there will be further training. Again, it depends on what you want to bring into your particular theme. So that could be any kind of training. So obviously, if you wanted to do whisking, then you can go and do that training. I think Mira is coming over to do a lot more of the Herbal Cup training as well. But also, we just really want you to encourage you to do exactly what many of you are already doing, which is practicing in your own saunas and exploring, really going deep on learning about the traditions, learning about herbalism deeper, foraging, and so just feeling a lot more comfortable with creating, and if you can, also doing under pressure, because that is actually the difficult thing, is that you are really put on the spot to get everything together, to present it, and you have to be able to kind of practice that, and again, you're working with herbal things which can go wrong. I think if Aufguss is a bit sporty, this feels a lot more something like, I'd say, like MasterChef, where you're under that pressure, you have to get it all together and you have to do it phenomenally, and then you've got some jury who will be clocking up what you're doing at the end. August and September, so again, preparations, this is really where you want to be nailing what your theme is, and that's where you will start sharing it as a full application. And then October, then you're there, and yeah, it will be the first one, but I think we've seen, certainly when we went to the one in Prague, that people it was their first time entering, and they ended up actually winning as well. So this is something that if you really know what you're doing, you know your stuff, and take to it well, then yeah, there's no reason that you can't go straight to this and win this as well. So it's not quite a labor of over several years. You know, people do come into this fresh, and they do exceptionally well.
Thank you, Gabrielle, for particularly me putting you on the spot there. Is Natalie with us?
Yeah, hi.
Hey, how are you doing, lovely? Sorry, we've had some real technical issues at
That's
my
right.
end
You've
tonight.
handled it smoothly.
Very much the Swan effect. Natalie, thank you for joining us. I just wanted to bring you in just to talk a little bit about your experience, because obviously, as a sauna master, you joined or you came to Herbal Cup last year just to experience it. So just tell us a little bit about what you've seen, what you experienced.
Yeah, it's been great because I saw the Herbal Cup in Austria and they were quite new to it as well. So it was like everyone's just like trying the things that they love in the sauna and steam room and really like just learning year by year. And then last year in Prague, it was just amazing, right? You just saw so many cool things, like things that you kind of, it's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory of sauna and steam room. And you saw like, just like coconut milk for baths and like these aromas that you were just like desperate to know what they were. It was really exciting. And people that are just kind of really passionate about herbs and sauna and aromas. And I just think the UK will embrace it. And I think we'll, you know, it's what people are doing in their own little saunas. I think it's going to be really embraced by the UK. There were so many cool things that we're all going to love.
Yeah. What would you say from a sauna master perspective? Was there any kind of key thing that you picked up on across the board that you think, ooh, that's something that I'll learn?
What from the final?
Yeah.
Um, I think just seeing the level of organisation pre everything and a lot of needing, you know, you need a lot of help and you have to be really on the board. I think what Gabrielle said, when people are asking me about it, I say it's like a mix between MasterChef and Strictly Come Dancing. So
Sure.
you kind of got to think like most of us are used to kind of more sort of 10 people saunas, and you're going to a steam room that's 20, a sauna that's bigger. But I think what you kind of really see is that, like everyone keeps saying, it's about the stove and what you're doing anyway. And
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. Just focus on what you know, focus on what you're good at, and you'll get loads of feedback that's only going to make everyone happier and better sauna masters at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. And would you also agree that, you know, you don't have to be, you know, Robert Zidek waving the towel around
That is
to do it?
definitely not me.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, I think you just know what your forte is. If it's leaf whisking, then just really kind of lean into that. Just go into what you're good at. I think that's how everyone's going to do well. So, and then maybe you want to improve on, you know, and there's going to be lots of workshops going on. So maybe if you want to improve on other things, then have a look at what offerings are going to be there to sort of expand your range of stuff.
Yeah. And would you agree that there is such a huge sense of community within this as well? I know it's a competition, but it's not really, is it? I mean,
No, I mean, my gosh. I mean, from Austria, I've made loads of friends. From being in the Herbal Cup final last year, it's just one big community. And I know that, being involved in it, everyone that's there will just embrace you in that community and really support you and give you ideas that you'd never have thought of before, and then you'll be feeling like, oh, I'd never thought of doing that. And that's what I've learned from it, just lots of different ideas for doing things.
yeah, brilliant. And what was your favorite sauna and steam ritual from last year from the final? Can you remember what the theme was, or the hero product or
Oh
anything?
my gosh, that's so hard. I really did like I'm trying to think. Was it Alishka that did the milk? That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was just like, and when she also talked about the process because she was trying to do everyone washing themselves, and she tried to do it with a bigger bath, and then she ended up smaller. So it's all this experimentation, and that just felt beautiful. This warm milk on your skin, it was just absolutely gorgeous.
So her theme was Egyptian, wasn't it?
It
So
was
it was all about embalming, wasn't it? So the
yeah.
milk was to wash the skin.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And costume isn't a big thing in Herbal Cup, but you do have to have like your costume to kind of reflect your theme. And her costume was just a white, beautiful dress with a gold um, belt, but it just kind of made you feel like you were in that zone. And then in the sauna, I think I quite enjoyed seeing more of the maybe just seeing the Japanese ones because we don't get to see so many of them in Europe. So that was really nice, just seeing a different kind of sauna, herbal sauna. For me, I think that was quite interesting. And I just, yeah, it'd be interesting to know what the UK brings because we're going to have all our own. We've got such big herbal knowledge and so many people. Whenever I go to things, knowledge of foraging and everything. So it'd be really cool to see what we bring to the sauna.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really looking forward to it. And any if there's any advice now on creating a theme or building it, if what would you say? What have you tried to do to sort of prepare?
Just experiment. I think that's the whole thing. Just experiment, try what you love, and also think. I think what Gabrielle said. I think if we get that master chef mentality, it's like a lot of like expect like before they do their thing, you're going to go away, you're going to experiment, you're going to try stuff, then you're going to do it, and then you're going to get some feedback, then you're going to experiment again, and then you've got to do it on a bigger scale. So I think that is our kind of mentality and having fun whilst we're doing it as well, right?
Yeah, oh, definitely. And just for scale, guys, the sauna in Hoar Cross is for about 20 people, 25 people, and the steam room is for 8. So for the sauna, you just prepare your ritual as you would normal, but for the steam room, you'll need to prepare for everybody that's in there. I think that's a bit of learning, isn't it, Natalie? That particularly for the steam is preparing the individual sort of products for people to use, isn't it?
Yeah, and always having extra.
Yes.
Always have extra. So think for 10, definitely. And I would kind of suggest now, if you've got like a little steam room near you, I would sort of reach out and say, is there a place that I can practice or something like that? Because it's a completely new concept in this country doing things. So even if you're thinking about doing it, it might be worthwhile thinking where's a local steam room near you that would be open to supporting you in your journey.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. There's a couple of questions coming in. Is music involved in the sauna part 2? Yes, definitely. I would say music or sound is quite a key part. Would you agree, Natalie? It really helps to reinforce the journey that you're going on.
Definitely, but there's not really the speak. Yeah, you can't. They've got a whole thing for, especially for the international competition. You can't have someone talking. So is that right? Was that there's some rules about things about talking, but music is definitely involved in that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Can non-competitors attend the event? Observe? Absolutely, yes. Not through ourselves, but through Hoar Cross Hall. They will have spa passes and spa days that you'll be able to come along and buy, and then you can just enjoy it as a guest. For the sauna, it will be kind of like a first come, first served. But for the steam, because like Natalie said, you need to prepare for the people that are going to be in there, you will need to sort of sign up for that. Do you need to have a qualification in cosmetic preparations or something like that for herbal preparations? No, you don't need to have anything in cosmetics. The new occupational standard that will come out is actually going to ask for sauna masters to have some education in skincare, just so that you understand the products that you use and the effect that it has on the skin. So if you have anything like that, then that would be great. Sounds fun but daunting. It is slightly daunting, but honestly, it is just the best time. You will meet so many amazing people and have such good fun. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. There's some skincare courses. So some skincare courses you can do. There's quite a few around there. The one that I always suggest is the Beauty Guild. They have, because they break it up into different elements. So you can do a skincare or a short facial course. And that's really quite good because it goes into detail about the functions of the skin, different skin types. So that's really nice to have that knowledge when you start to overlap that with the benefits of the herbs and products that you're going to use. So that's really useful, not just for this, but for everybody, for all your rituals.
Kirsty's asked, does that mean they need certification, or is entry open to anyone who works in sauna?
As long as they need to have some sort of education or certification to be able to do this. So yes.
Yeah. And Oscar asks, can you be Irish or working for an Irish company?
Ooh, that's a good question. Would that be, if it's Northern Ireland, then yes, that's absolutely fine. If it's obviously Southern Ireland, then that is a very good question because I'd need to find that out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'll get back to you on that one. Because if it's the same rules as Aufguss, then it's a no. Because you would need to be working or living in the country of participation at the time.
Okay. Yeah, and Kirsty just said she'd like a bit more detail on the educational qualification, so we can provide more information about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Any sort of advanced sauna master course, or if you do a steam master course, will cover all of this as well. But yeah, that's no problem. When I send out the presentation, I can send out some links as well to this for you.
Oscar, cool. Will we be able to join the training or education pieces if you're not competing?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's available to everybody, because really part of what we're doing here is trying to elevate skills, education and enjoyment. So yeah, by all means, training is my life. So yeah, the more training and education we can give to people, the better. So that's it. Absolutely.
Ula has just asked for a bit more clarification on about the skincare course. So do we need a skincare course or not?
It depends on this is the whole grey area with standards, isn't it? So it depends on the sauna master education that you've had. If the sauna master training has covered skin or skin care, then no, you don't need anything additional. If you haven't had any formal training in or any units that have covered that, then you'll need to do something additional, if that makes sense. But I can send that over. I can send those links over to you. That's not a problem. I can do that when I send the presentation.
Okay. I think that's all of the questions, unless anyone has anyone itching at the moment. Do you put your hand up and you can ask away?
I just have a question. Can I just ask? Hi, I've joined a bit late. I'm familiar with that kinds of culture. That's why I was excited that you're launching something like that. I've sauna master. I've finished about 3 years ago in Poland, and I've been in Aufguss and lots of things. And I finished herbalist, and I'm doing my own cosmetics and stuff. This is what I do, like as a sauna UK, in my tent sauna. Okay,
nice.
But I have a question. Where is it? Where is the place that we're going? Because, you know, I've signed it, but I don't know where the competition is taking place because I've joined you.
So it's at a place called Hoar Cross Hall, which is in Staffordshire. It's about 20 minutes from Burton upon Trent.
Okay, that's fine. I'm in Wales,
Yeah.
but I'm happy to drive. It's fine.
Right, yeah.
No worries. I'm happy to meet you guys. Yeah, really good. Also, I can share, if I can share with you also link. I've done not long ago a course with Almas. I just need to type that for you. But it's a herbal course which combine everything, all cosmetics, everything that you can do in saunas as well.
Yeah,
so,
awesome.
I can share with guys if they want. Right?
Yeah, that would be great. Or if you can share it with me as well, then I can put it on
That's
the full thing. Yeah, that would be
No
brilliant.
worries.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Thank you.
No worries.
Deborah, do you also just want to cover what happens if you win?
Yes, for the lucky winners. So if you are lucky enough to win, you will then go through to the final, which, like I said before, is in Prague. It's a place called Aqua Palace, which is just outside of Prague in the Czech Republic. And this is where you will compete with the winners of all the other nations. I think there's 19 nations this year taking part. And you will repeat and replicate the sauna at Steam rituals that you did in the UK, with any amendments that you want to make. And then obviously the winner of that will be crowned the herbal king or queen. But that journey will be supported by the BSS. We will help you on that journey as well. We will pay for the entry to the competition final, and support with travel and accommodation to that as well. So we really try to support you with that by funding that journey. And it's super exciting, and it's a great event.
And that's really soon after the October, so that's November, isn't it?
Yes. So it's about 7 weeks afterwards, which is great because it means all the herbs or flowers or anything that you should still be either in season, or you will still be able to get that as well. So this is one of the reasons why we've pushed it back to October, because we can do this event as early as August. But the feedback that we've had from Sauna Masters is it's quite difficult to replicate a ritual in November, the end of November, that you've done in August, because of, you know, things that are in season and how things grow. So that's one of the reasons that we've done it as late as possible, and also to give you guys enough time to prepare, to learn, and to really sort of share and learn from each other.
Yeah. I've just thought of something as well. It's probably good to have a look at the Herbal, you're probably doing it anyway, but look at the Herbal Cup on Instagram and Facebook and see what they did for the past few years. It'll give you an idea about presentation tables and the kind of things that people did. They've visually, it's just beautiful. So it'll probably be on Deb's slides, but you'll probably get a bit with them on the socials as well. If you're there and you want to have a look.
Yeah, definitely. Good thinking, Natalie. And yeah, some of them are on there as well. But yeah, no, that's great. Good idea. The website's got some information and some videos and photos as well. So again, like Natalie said, it gives you some good inspiration into that. Thanks, Natalie.
We've just had another question just about covering money. So yes, £37 registers your interest. That enters you into the competition. So once that's a commitment, but you don't need to have developed your whole entire ritual at that point. And then for workshops that will be extra, and you will also have to pay through attending the competition itself as well. So that the days that you're in Hoar Cross Hall as well will need to be covered by yourselves.
Awesome, thank you. Any more questions? Fab. Well, thank you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And I hope that's inspired you to take part and come on this journey with us this year as we take part in the Herbal Cup for the first time. I will follow up with the slides. If you have any questions or anything following this, then please feel free to reach out. And we hope to see you on this journey with us.